Hi, my name is Sophia B, and I am the public speaking teacher for the Peiying summer camp. And basically this week what we did was we learned about all the different aspects of speech, ranging from voice to gestures to facial expressions to speech writing, and every single kid has a speech that they memorized and worked on, and they will be performing it for you guys.
Say you're sitting around with some of your friends playing video games, when someone mentions a particular game that happens to be one of your favorites. "Oh, that game's easy, so not worth the time," one of your friends says dismissively. The others agree. Inwardly, you know it's a game that you happen to enjoy quite a lot, but outwardly, not wanting to debate the issue, you go along with the crowd. You have just experienced what is commonly referred to as peer pressure. It is probably more accurate to refer to this as peer influence, or social influence, to adopt a particular type of behavior, dress, or attitude in order to fit in with a group of your equals. As a kid, it's likely you've experienced peer influence in a number of different areas, ranging from the clothes you wear to the music you listen to. We are all influenced by our peers, both positively and negatively, at any age.
Just what is a stereotype? Simply put, stereotypes are characteristics imposed upon groups of people because of their race, nationality, and sexual orientation, among others. But these characteristics tend to be oversimplifications of the groups involved. For example, someone who meets a few individuals from a particular country and finds them to be quiet and reserved may spread word that all citizens from that country in question are quiet and reserved. A generalization such as this doesn't allow for diversity within groups and may result in stigmatization or discrimination of groups if the stereotypes linked to them are largely negative. That said, even so-called positive stereotypes can be harmful due to their limiting nature. Whether stereotypes are positive or negative, they should be avoided.
When you attempt to envision a writer, I imagine many of you see a quirky recluse hunched over a desk in some cabin, crumpled paper strewn about as they obsessively work on the next great American novel. But writing is so much more. Prose is thought puts a page, which makes all of us writers, even if we don't have the chops to tangle with Faulkner. In most cases, writing is most useful as a tool for thinking, expression, and creativity. Much of the research on writing and happiness deals with expressive writing, or jotting down what you think and how you feel.
From time to time, people have wondered why reading is so important. There seems so many other things to do with one's time. Reading is important for a variety of reasons. First, it is fundamental to one's life and part in society. Second, reading develops the mind in various ways. And finally, reading helps us to discover new things.
More than 30 million children trundle through school cafeteria lines every day in the United States, and thanks to the Healthy, Hunger-Free Kids Act, which took effect in 2012, they are no longer served greasy pizza, salty French fries, and sauced-up chicken wings. Meals must now be lower in fat, calories, and sodium, and contain lean proteins, more fruits and vegetables, and whole grains. And kids from coast to coast are wrinkling their noses. Food and nutrition directors at school districts nationwide say that their trash cans are overflowing while their cash register receipts are diminishing. While no one argues that the solution is to scrap the law and go back to feeding children junk, there's been a movement to relax a few of the guidelines as Congress considers whether to reauthorize the legislation, particularly mandates for 100% whole grain and extremely low sodium levels, so school meals will be a bit more palatable and reflective of culinary tradition.
In China, there is no religion, but do Chinese people have faith? We acknowledge that the absence of faith and lack of faith is present in the objective, but if you say, do Chinese people do not have faith, they beg to differ. The Chinese people have never been short of faith. Their faith is created by the history and great culture and contains the Chinese spirit and Chinese wisdom of faith. This faith, which has existed since the beginning of our civilization, has existed as the spiritual touch of this nation until today. As it goes, when the heavens fell down, the Chinese built pillars to prove it up. When the floods come, the Chinese did not ask for the perfect, but dug the canal themselves.